Hello and welcome back once again to this Dark Souls playthrough. We are nearing the end of the game. There's only lost Izalith and the DLC area left to go. So first of all, let's see if these guys have any new dialogue. Probably not, but let's check just in case since we are here anyway. Am I not already part of the Covenant?
My dear sister, the eggs, they've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister.
I'm still wondering whatever is inside these eggs. And if it's actually really a bad thing that I've gone still. Damn. Don't take it personally, but you don't look like you should procreate.
I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself.
It's all stuff you already talked about.
Goodbye, Quayla. Do be safe.
Do you have anything new to say, Angie?
There is no time for idle chat. Think only of our fair lady and what she may need.
Yeah. Nothing too interesting. Well, I guess that was a waste of time. So now for the worst part of all of Dark Souls. Like, the entirety of Lost Izalith is a mess. Like, there are what? 4 boss battles that are all really boring. And the level itself is a mess and not fun to play. But oh well, you will see. You will witness my descent into madness firsthand. So, it's actually the first time we've been around here, right? So let's take a look. You can actually see the ruins of what was once Izalith. And the architecture of Izalith has been inspired by old Aztec architecture, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I think I've read something about that once. Oh wow, there would have actually been a bonfire right here. I guess I kindled the wrong one. Oh well. Yeah, some of these guys are actually hostile, but they are so slow they can't even keep up with us. So this little landmass you can actually see from Tomb of the Giants. I'm pretty sure we saw this. But that begs the question, can we see the Tomb of the Giants from here? Which I don't think we can. At least wouldn't know where. So I should probably check if I have a heat resistant shield. 60 is pretty decent, I guess. 70. 72. The spider shield. 75. But I also want physical. This one's too heavy. Well, Dragon Quest seems fine. There's actually a trick to the next boss, that makes it possible to defeat him really easily. Here we see the next part of Lost Izalith. Like this is all of this is a level that we will traverse later on. You can actually see the next boss right over there, hanging on the wall. It's hard to show without showing. Like where the tip of my spear is. This is a boss that we will fight later on. Off camera I actually upgraded my pyromancy flame to the maximum, and I also did a little reading, and even though the pyromancy flame says it scales with intelligence, it does in fact not. Only the level of the flame influences its damage. Over here you can see the copy and paste crew. We will meet them later. So this gentleman here is a ceaseless discharge, and he is the first boss we are gonna fight in Izalith. And he is a miserable existence, and I'll gladly put an end to his misery. If he lets me, that is. He is brother to the witches of Izalith. Well, let me rephrase it. The witch of Izalith had 7 daughters and 1 son, let's say it like that. There's actually some kind of runes that are coming out of him. It's weird. And yeah, he does not look happy at all. And we will find some items that describe him a little further. And he seems to be watching this corpse here, right? So he probably won't mind if we take this item here. Spoilers, he will. So as soon as we take this item, we are gonna run back to the entrance of the area. And if we do it correctly, he should jump after us and should hang at the cliff with only one hand. And if we punch the hand, he falls down. Honestly, I've never gotten this shit to work, but I've seen videos of it. I don't know what I do wrong, like. But we'll try it once more. Okay, let's go. Oh boy. Off to a great start. Well, at least he doesn't one-shot us, eh? Boy, could you stop? Well, so much for this little trick I wanted to perform. I guess we'll just fight him head on. Ah, boy. I hate Lost Izalith. None of these bosses are fun. Well, let's just sit down here so after our next death we don't have to walk just as far. Well, at least the DLC is gonna be great. That's also the reason why I kept the DLC until last. So I have something to look forward to while playing through Lost Izalith. We are just gonna wait here until he shows up. Hope he doesn't shoot laser beams at us. Yeah, let's just repeat that pattern. Alright. See what I mean? This boss is just boring. They do the same thing over and over again. Like the Four Kings were also a DPS race, but they were much more engaging. One more hit. What? See, and these hitboxes are so weird. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. Alright, we did it. Now that I think about it, we haven't actually taken a look at the armor we've gotten. So let's do that right after this cutscene. So without the ceaseless discharge, the lava level sinks quite a bit, so we can now traverse the rest of the level. I actually should get my souls that I lost. Though I can't remember how many I lost. Born by the witch Quelana of Izalith, mother of pyromancy and daughter of chaos. She wore this gold-hemmed black cloak before even the Age of Fire, and it offers strong resistance versus fire, poison and other perils. Yeah, it talks about Quelana here, but I'm pretty sure the corpse we saw is another sister. Another witch sister. So now how many do we have? We have Quelana, the corpse we found here, and the two spider rifles. So we have now 4 out of 7 sisters accounted for. And I think we meet just one more. Well, I guess we technically meet all of them, but we meet one more in person. Let's put it like that. Spoiler alert. I actually can't remember if we get another bonfire before the next boss. But I'm too lazy to walk all the way back. So we'll just push on with the 10 S's we have. It should be fine. Like, look at this. You really see how they ran out of time. Like, they just had this empty lava field and they were like, dude, we need enemies. Fuck it, just take the first boss of the game and copy, paste, 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 paste. Like, early in the game the enemies were all... you had the feeling the enemies were placed with purpose behind them, you know, to build a specific challenge designed around these enemies. But here it's just, yeah, copy-paste the same enemies 7 times into the same spot and just move on. So yeah, this is actually the Taurus Demon, in case you wondered. The boss we fought in the Undead Burg. But the items back there are worth jack shit, so we just ignore them. Don't want to spend any more time in Izalith than I have to. And look who we have here. It's a Copper Demon. Like, usually I like if old bosses are reused as regular enemies, because it gives a nice sense of progression. But it's one thing to reuse them, it's another thing to paste them 20 times in a row to call it a day. But can't really fault them since they were running out. They were running out of development time. Damn, one shot, holy shit. Should probably equip the other shield again. That's a lot more stability. See, and here we have, what, 4 Copper Demons? 5? Come on. You're better than that, Dark Souls. Yeah, come on. Come and get me. Come. Are you just gonna stand there? Nope. That's awkward. "619, booyaka booyaka." Way me stereo to all the 90 kids out there. Oh, early 2000, I guess. I think that's progression, so let's take a step back and look what's over here. Oh, nothing. Alright, I guess. I guess that's already the next boss fight, eh? We still have 10 Estes, so it should be fine. And we have these weird stone demon thingies. that spit fire and float. Like, not a lot. Don't know a lot about them. Oh yeah, here you can see the boss up close that we talked about earlier. But I don't think you can actually damage him. And yeah, we will see him soon enough. Don't worry about that. And then you have these bastards that are guarding this item over here. I believe that's an ember or something along those lines. Ooh, there's actually a bonfire. What the fuck? Yeah, totally, I kill you. If it means a bonfire. Yeah, these are more... easiest way to take these out is by range attacks. As they trash around if you get too close to them. Yeah, I totally take that. Well, I mean, I have humanity to spare, right? Well, let's look how far we get with them. Because if I have 30 humanity at the end of the playthrough, we can help the fair lady quite a bit. Oh, didn't even see you. Wow, I was looking at something in the distance. Yeah, these guys are all pushovers now. Like no challenge at all. I'm just gonna ignore you, alright? Ooh. Almost one-shot. Nice. No. Thought I almost one-shot him, but I was still quite a ways off. Take care not to fall off. That would be tragic. Whoa, yo. Fucking jump scares. Oh. Huh, I didn't sit down at the bonfire. I just noticed. Oh well. We'll see how we fare with you. Yeah, he's in poke range. Ooh, scary, scary. No, I did see it coming. But for the unsuspecting viewer, that might have looked like quite a perilous situation. No! Just hold still for a second, alright? Just wanna kill you, is that too much to ask? So by the way, this is absolutely optional, this path here we are following. Just doing it to show how big of a pain it is. And people have theorized that these worms are the grown-up form of the larvas that are inside the egg people. Large flame ember. So I think we have all the embers now. We just have to deliver them. Ember required for weapon ascension. Large flame ember used in ancient rites. Handled only by blacksmiths knowledgeable in ancient methods. So that would be Vamos back in the catacombs. The skeleton blacksmith. Let's ignore this one. You know, live and let live, that stuff. And Lost Izalith doesn't really have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. Like, what is there? I don't want to spoil the boss of the area, so we can't talk about her. And ooh, that could have been a kill. Well, don't actually remember if this is already the next boss fight. It could very well be. I think we are fine with 9 Estus. Ooh, or we just go this path, which might lead us to a bonfire. Sure, let's get the item over there. But how? Just dropping down? Jumping? What the heck? How do you get there? I'm afraid to jump. Let's not do that. Don't think it's anything relevant. Over here is a shortcut door. If you are a certain rank in the Chaos Servant Covenant, you can unlock this door and bypass some of the bosses of the area. Well, I guess you can bypass one of the bosses. Oh, and I guess there's nothing that interesting else down here. I'm pretty sure this here just blocks our path. Well, I guess after we open this door, this is gonna serve as a shortcut. No? I guess you'll challenge the boss. Guess 9 heals are a little... Oh, might be too few. So I'm gonna equip a humanity just in case. As an emergency heal, so to say. And yeah, these structures here can be seen a lot around Lost Izalith. They kinda look like humanity sprites. Bit far-fetched. Like they have the generally the same form. With a little bit of imagination. Don't know if that means anything. Okay, now. Guess who it is? For the third time, I've missed you, buddy. Even with the same soundtrack and everything. Truly a classic of Dark Souls. This actually is the hardest version, I think. I don't know if this one or the one in the asylum is supposed to be harder. Whoa, boy. Either way, we are a lot stronger now, so he shouldn't be that big of a deal. As usual, trying to bury yourself in his arse is the way to go. Well, nothing really to talk about, it's just the same battle as the 2 times before it. At least the soundtrack is alright. Gets you really pumped the first time you fight him. But by now it's a bit of a oh, wow. Let's be safe here and heal up. Come on, just let me land a safe finishing blow. Too much to ask. I think this is exactly what I need, yes. Goodbye, Demon Fire Sage. The Demon's Catalyst. At least this is interesting. Where do we have it? Demon Catalyst formed from Izalith molten rock can be used as fire weapon. The Demon Fire Sage was the first demon and the last master of the original fire arts before the Witch of Izalith was engulfed by chaos, creating pyromancy. So that throws a few questions into the timeline. Because the corruption of the Witch of Izalith is what led to the creation of demons. So was this demon created beforehand? I guess it just wants to say that this demon learned the art of fire sorcery as opposed to pyromancy. Which tells us that demons have quite a bit of sentience if he is able to learn sorcery. Yeah, and here again all these, I guess, sorcery, I guess humanity sprites. It almost looks like something, like you could like they are slots that you can put something in. Yeah, look at that. Look, there's a flame beneath them. And we do burn humanity to kindle bonfires. I think there might be a link there. I think up is the way to a bonfire, and down is the way to progress. So let's go visit the bonfire real quick. Strength in numbers, as they say. So what? So we have been recording for 40 minutes now. I guess we could call it an episode. Yeah, let's call this an episode. Well, we are gonna get back to take this elevator, and then we'll stop there. Well, look where we landed. What a surprise. Alright then. I'm gonna see you next episode. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye, everyone.